Namaste, dear ones. Many blessings to you and welcome to Urban Oracle. My name is Neen Puliano and I am the creator of the Puliano Palmistry method, also known as PPM. You can read further on the website about what makes PPM so special and unique when it comes to results delivery for palmistry sessions. But here in this video, I'm going to show you how you too, those living outside of the United States and outside of Texas, you too can also enjoy the benefits and the amazing insights that come from a PPM session. So I'm going to show you how to ink print your own hand. And I'm also going to walk you through the process of what a PPM transaction looks like for those of you out of state. So let's talk about that first. So what you will do is you'll ink print your own hand. You're going to send me a photo. You're going to email me a picture of your ink print. I'm going to review it and make sure that it's not too smudgy, that I can see all the lines really clearly, all the areas that I want to be able to read. As long as it's all there and great, we can move forward at that point where you will then make your purchase. So you don't make a purchase for a PPM session until I've received your palm print and made sure everything looks as it should. If you would like to be reimbursed for your ink and your roller, I am happy to offer you a coupon code to cover the cost of that. All I need from you is your receipt that shows the date, that the date is is very recent, and that the costs of your supplies are within a budget. For your ink and your roller combined, they shouldn't exceed $18. So just keep that in mind when you're purchasing items. If you're ever concerned about whether or not we'll reimburse you for the item you're interested in buying, just email me and ask me. Let me know what you're thinking and I can get back to you about that. No problem. Okay, so you will need an ink pad. These ones are our favorite because, well, depending on the size of your hand, but if your hands are dainty like mine, your hand can actually fit the whole thing in here. This brand is called Constructive Playthings, and this size is their large. So if you go on Amazon and type in Constructive Playthings large rubber stamp, this brand will pop up. Whatever ink you decide to buy, the few things you can even get a little ink pad. You don't need one this size. I just like this one. But you want your ink to be black, please. Black ink is definitely preferable. If not, have it be a very, very dark color. Okay, as long as it's really dark, then we're on the right track. But black is our number one option. Okay, so black ink, you want the ink to be washable and you want it to be safe for your skin. So you don't want to be using a bad type of ink to be on your own skin. So make sure it's washable and skin safe. Okay, those are the things to look for when you're buying your ink. And then for your roller, you just need a 4-inch ink roller, and they're made out of rubber, so 4-inch rubber ink roller, and lots of options for these will pop up. These guys run a little under $7. This dude runs just a little bit over 10 bucks, like $10 and some change. Okay, so about 18 bucks for both is a reasonable budget. And like I said, we'll reimburse you. Okay, so to ink print your hand, you'll need your ink, your roller, and then you'll want a butter knife. One that has a smooth handle on it. If you don't have a butter knife, a tennis ball actually works really well. So I'm actually going to use the tennis ball today, but same, like you'll see why it doesn't really matter. We're going to just roll the ink on the ink pad here. And you want to ink, we actually would love to receive one print of each hand. But in your email to us, we want to know which hand is your dominant hand, okay? Because the results of your lines are going to come from your dominant hand. Now, if you were born left-handed but forced to use your right hand, let us know that information, okay? Because we'll read your palm differently. But we do want a print of one of your right and one of your left, and we want to know which hand is your dominant hand. Okay, so be sure to let us know. When you roll ink onto your hand, you want to get a few inches below the wrist because there's some good information in the wrist. You want to get in the nooks and cranny of your hand, and you also want your ink roller to go in one direction every time. Don't go back and forth on your hand because that can fill in the lines on your palm. So just travel in the same direction each time, going up and down your hand. Make sure you get like a little bit in between the fingers so that the full print of your fingertips is really clear. You want to make sure the base of where the fingers connect the palm is got a good layer of ink on it. The center of the palm is super important. That's the harder spot to ink. And the sides of the palm on both sides, that's also a lot of good information there as well. Okay, now that we got our ink layer on, okay, you want to scooch your piece of paper. We like cardstock, but regular blank computer paper works just fine. Please use blank white paper that does not have lines on it, please. So you're going to slide the piece of paper to the edge of whatever surface you're putting it on. You want to make sure that the surface is solid, okay? Now I'm going to make sure that a few inches of my wrist does make it present on the sheet, and you want to shake your hand out before you print your hand and then set it directly upright. So shake it out to relax your hand and then put your hand completely vertical. This relaxed position is how you want to print your hand. You don't want to squeeze your fingers in too much or purposely stretch them out to capture more areas. We want to know what the relaxed position of your hand looks like. So shake your hand out, relax your arm, relax your shoulder, shake, 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 and then let it rest straight up and down. And that is how much openness you want in your hand when you put it down. So your hand is straight up, nice and relaxed, and then we're going to set it down. Again, capture a few inches of that wrist. When you press your hand down, you don't have to press real hard because that'll blur out the ink and you don't want it all smushed out. But then I'm going to just lightly roll each of your fingertips into the piece of paper so that we can get a broader capture of what's going on with each fingertip. Okay, I'll do it with the thumb as well. Press down in the center of the hand a little bit, press down on the wrist. Get your tennis ball. You're going to slide your hand, keeping pressure going downward. You're going to slide the paper off the edge. And as you do that, you're just going to roll the tennis ball under the paper. So it's going to get into those harder nooks and crannies of the palm. Especially the center of the palm. You want to roll it around real good in there. And you want to roll it under the base of the fingers. Where the fingertips connect to the palm. That's an important spot. And then you'll release. And let's see. Okay, there's a little bit of white patch going on here, right in here, but I'd like it to be a little bit darker, a little bit more defined. So I'm actually going to reprint this. I'm going to do it again. It can take a couple tries. But overall, that's not that bad. I did make a print earlier. This one is perfect. I can see everything very clearly. Even in the lighter areas, it's still clear to see here. Now, after you print each hand, if you have, if the angle of your thumb doesn't allow you to get like 70% of the surface of your thumb on your print naturally without trying to manipulate the angle of your thumb, then send us just a separate picture of just your thumbprint. So give a little thumbprint, stick it on the edge of the table, print it down, and kind of roll it a little bit so that we can see the whole thing. And then send us an image of that as well. There's a lot of really wonderful information in the thumb. Okay? So that is it. That's as easy as it comes. Again, it'll take you just a few tries to get a really nice print where there's no blurs and that nothing is just white and blank. You want to make sure that we can see the areas that we need. So you'll snap a picture of it, email it to us at urbanoracle@gmail.com. That's HERBNORACLE@gmail.com. And again, if you would like to be reimbursed for your ink and your roller, we're happy to assist you with that. Just make sure that the combined purchase of both is under $18, okay? And that the receipt reflects that you bought it very recently, okay? So those are the stipulations. If you have any concerns or questions about whether or not the item you want to get, you can be reimbursed for it, email us first before you make your purchase. We'll confirm, yes, that's totally fine. And you can send us that receipt. We'll reach out to you. We'll say everything looks good. Here's your coupon code. Go to the website, make your purchase for your PPM session, and then as soon as we receive payment, we will begin the process of collecting and analyzing all the data of your hand. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm so excited to be of service to more of you all over the country, all over the globe. This is very exciting, and I look forward to working with you soon. Namaste, dear ones. I do a prayer position, but I have ink all over my hand. So namaste, dear ones. Thank you so much for visiting Urban Oracle, and I really look forward to working with you soon. Many blessings.